What is up, YouTube? Back again with another video. Thank you for joining me. We're back at it with Minecraft. I'm gonna go mining today. Let's just jump into the video. So today's video is called "You Die Every Day," and what I really want to talk about is getting into kind of a mindset of future thinking. So what does that mean? What does it mean when I say you die every day? Well, what I mean by that is, I mean, in a literal sense, technically you do. I'm not a doctor or anything, but every day your brain is rewiring itself. Neurons are forming new connections. Changes are going on in your body at all times. Every single second, something is happening. And so the person you are today is gonna die today. You're gonna die today. And I know that sounds funny or sounds crazy, but tomorrow you're gonna wake up a new person. And the biggest thing about this, the biggest idea I would say, is inheritance. Meaning tomorrow you wake up and you inherit the life that you've built up to that point. You inherit everything you did the day before. So for example, if I went to sleep late tonight, didn't get enough sleep, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up tired, and I'm inheriting that. I'm waking up tomorrow tired because of the actions that I took today. And I think it helps to think this way as you go about your day. And I kind of fall into this idea a couple weeks ago, but when you're thinking about tomorrow already, not necessarily what you have to do, everything you have on your to-do list, which those things are important too, but think about how you want to feel when you wake up tomorrow. Actually, you know what? Yeah, do think about those things you have to do, because the way you feel tomorrow when you wake up is gonna affect your productivity level and the things that you can get done. So it's kind of a forward-thinking mindset, and just whatever actions you take today, think about how those actions are going to affect you tomorrow. And you don't have to put a lot of thought into it. Damn, there's nothing here. I should have went another way. But you don't have to put a lot of thought into it. Even if it's just simply, like I said, like going to bed on time or getting a good night's rest. You're setting yourself up for tomorrow. You're setting yourself up for a better day tomorrow, for a day that you wake up well rested and you can tackle whatever you have to do head on. And I know I'm talking about sleep, but it could be literally anything. It could be food, whatever you're eating. Because that too, if I eat this today, how am I going to feel tomorrow? If I do this today, how is that going to affect me for tomorrow or even later? I think having that forward-thinking mindset really helps in achieving things you want to, and building that momentum, that forward momentum, because we're always moving forward. We're never still. Stillness isn't a thing. We're always moving. Even if you're laying down, technically you're still moving. And I want you guys to really sit and think about that idea that the person that wakes up tomorrow is not the same person that went to sleep the night before. You wake up with different ideas, different feelings. You wake up in a different day, in a different in a different world, because like I said, you're always changing, and whatever you do now, whatever you're doing in these moments, everything is just setting yourself up for the next thing. And in thinking this way, we can start to be more aware of ourselves in the present moment. Most of us, 99% of us, including me, everybody, we live our life on autopilot. And even if you're somebody, you're a go-getter, straight A's, like you're, oof, I almost died right there. But you're like, you don't think of yourself in that matter. Hang on, cut. I don't know where I was going with that. As I was saying, most of us are on autopilot. Everything we've done up to this point, every decision you make, you're wiring your brain. If you wake up constantly at 6 a.m., eventually you're not going to need an alarm clock. It's just going to be something that your body's used to. And that's an easy example, but what really matters are the actions that you take. When you do something in spite of however you're feeling, that strengthens you, and that helps you to be more actionable and productive in the way that you want to be, and do the things that you want. And so even if it's hard today, if you wake up in a bad mood, or like something's going on, or you're not feeling like, you're just not feeling it today, you know? Because we all have those days. We wake up, we get to our desk, we sit down, and it's like, ugh, I don't want to do anything today. Or I don't want to do this thing, something that we're procrastinating on or pushing back. When you act in spite of those feelings, I forgot how far zombies can hit. They made Minecraft a lot harder. It was not this hard when I was coming up. But when you act in spite of those feelings that are contradicting your forward motion, your forward movement, it only strengthens your mind. It only strengthens those wirings in your brain that make things more automatic. So for example, if every time you feel like not doing something, if you let those emotions stop you from taking action, then that's just how your life is going to be. And I'll be honest, in my case, I would say at times I've let emotions get the better of me, in the sense that I let them hold me back. I've woken up some days and it's like, oh, I don't want to do anything today. Oh, you know what? Like maybe I need a rest, or take today off. And there's times for that. There's definitely time where you should dedicate to giving yourself that rest and recovery. But a lot of times when we're tired, it's really our mind trying to stop us from moving, trying to stop us from completing the things that we want to. And so it ties into the you die every day. It ties into tomorrow you inherit the actions that you took today, in the sense that the way, like I said, the way you act today impacts tomorrow. And if today you're not doing anything because you're feeling a certain type of way, then what does that mean for tomorrow? That skeleton is gonna aimbot me. I'm out of here. Then what does that mean for tomorrow? If today I only did 20 minutes of work and stopped because I was feeling bad or because I was really tired, sleepy, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna die. I can't die. I'm sorry, guys. Then tomorrow you're gonna wake up, and if you have those feelings again, you're not gonna get any work done. You're not gonna be productive. You're not gonna do the things that you want to. Every time you stop yourself from taking action because of a certain way that you're feeling, you're telling yourself that that's okay. You're telling your body, you're telling your mind that that's okay, and that that's what should be done whenever you have those feelings. And so I think we really need to take that into consideration. That's what I've been trying to do really this past week, and I'm trying to be more mindful of that, is taking action in spite of how we're feeling. The way to an easy life is a lot of hard work, and I'm nowhere near that, honestly. I'm trying to get there. Of course, it's called hard work for a reason, because it's hard. But I think what we need to start with is mindfulness and being aware of what's going on, being aware of how we react to certain things, how we that's a problem for tomorrow. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Being aware. Yeah. Getting wherever you're starting, the first step is awareness. Is to understand what's going on. You want to get a lay of the land. You want to get an idea of what's going on before you really put boots on the ground. And I'm really speaking particularly with trying to cultivate a mindset that leads to more productiveness. And when I say productiveness, or productivity, it's different for each person. That means different things for different people. So you need to ask yourself, what does that mean for you? And going back to the inheritance idea, think about that. Whenever you have dishes in the sink at night, or you have unfolded laundry that still needs to get done, and you're just looking at that pile of clothes, and nobody likes doing laundry. I don't know anybody that likes doing laundry. But look at those things and ask yourself, is that something I want to do with tomorrow? I have laundry sitting in my room right now. To be fair, it's not there for days. It just got there, we just did laundry today. But I'm gonna do it today because I don't want to deal with it tomorrow. I'm sure you guys have woken up before and been like, damn, why didn't I do this yesterday? It could have been done. Laundry specifically can be done in like 20 minutes, like putting your clothes away. And so think about yourself tomorrow. Despite whatever you're feeling today, despite how hard it's going to be to get this thing done, to push through. Because tomorrow you're going to wake up and be thankful that you did it. So if there's one thing I could leave with you, or leave you guys with after this video, is think about how you want to wake up tomorrow. Think about the kind of day you want to have and the things that you want to deal with. Because you can choose the things you have to deal with tomorrow. Of course, every day brings its own problems, and there's a lot of things we have to deal with that's not in our control. But whatever you have going on right now, I'm sure there's a handful of things that you could get done right now that you could also get done tomorrow too, but why not get them done today? Why would you want to deal with that thing tomorrow? And so we don't necessarily need to look so far in the future. A lot of people are already thinking years into the future. They have a plan, which is great and everything. But the life that you want to create, you're creating it right now. The second you wake up and get your day started. The second you wake up and get your day started, your life is already happening. Life is happening all the time. Time never stops. And so just be more aware, be more mindful of what kind of day you want to have tomorrow. And I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, like if you liked it, and comment if you have anything at all you want to say. I'll read it and reply. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, cut. That's a cut.